We were introduced to Glenn through my brother-in-law probably 15 years ago now, so we've known Glenn for a long time.
Well, we were looking for our superannuation and what we were going to have when we retired, so we hadn't really had any big ideas about what we might do, and so we went and saw our accountant and he sort of said, well, maybe you need to look at property, and I've got a friend, I'll introduce you, and that's when we met Glenn.
You know, I suppose he broke the ice by being very casual with us, and that made the whole process sort of flow nice and easily.
Yeah, you could have an easy conversation with him. He talked, and I think he explained the process of purchasing and even the cash flow situation with it. He explained it all very well and sort of put our mind at ease. But with anyone like that, you sort of think, oh, is it all going to work? Is it all going to be okay for me? But he was there at all the steps along the way and made the process very, very easy. So I think that was really helpful. And we started off with one, being the tentative first timers. And looking back now, I wish we'd bought 10 when we built the first one. But you know, you live and learn, and it's been very easy and almost fun process along the way, really. I think it was everything that he said was very transparent, and I think everything that Glenn talked to us about and mentioned actually happened. From looking at plans on paper, from travelling up to Brisbane, from actually going and standing on the block of land and touring us around the area. I think everything that he sort of said was clear and honest, and it just made the process really, really simple for us.
And I think the figures that he was talking through made sense, and in the end that's what makes a difference. If the figures can add up and look like they're working for you, then that's something you're more likely to go with. Buying houses through Glenn, I think, is really easy. It's as easy or as hard as you want to make it. The choices that you get from him are very straightforward in terms of colour choices, in terms of the range of house you can have, in terms of all of that sort of stuff. It's just a matter of making those decisions and being happy with those decisions that you make.
And I think you're right. You've got to keep in mind too that it's an investment. It's not necessarily something you're going to live in. So you've got to take that emotion out of it. It's not what you are going to live in. It's a way of making money for you. So yeah, Glenn was very good at that, and he always kept me on target with that, whereas I'd go, oh no, I'd like this. He goes, no, this is what it's going to be, and it's going to be very simple, and this is what you need to do. We've recommended quite a few people over the years to Glenn, only because we trust him so well. I say to a lot of my friends, you know, I've got this friend, go and see him, buy a property, purely because they are cheaper in Brisbane, but the process is so easy.
Yeah, and I think it's worth sitting down with Glenn and going through figures, and that's what I would tell people. Sit down with him, listen to what he's got to say. You know, he knows everything about the infrastructure that's been put into place in all of the places where he builds, and if he sits down and shows you the figures, it makes sense.